Good morning, guys. Nili here. I'm coming in today to share with you the breakfast that I've been having for the last week or two. I've been really enjoying it. I've been trying to get a lot more veggies in my diet recently for a lot of reasons, but veggies are healthy. That's the main reason. So this is a way that I've been getting a whole lot first thing in the morning. It's an easy way just to dump in all kinds of healthy things. It's like you find out about, oh, chia seeds are healthy and glucomannan is healthy and good for your blood sugar. I needed a way to just consistently every single day get all of that stuff in. And I found a veggie smoothie is super easy to just throw together and get all that stuff first thing in the morning, and I don't have to worry about it the rest of the day. So I was writing down the list of all the stuff I've been putting into the smoothie, and it is a very long list, so don't be intimidated. You don't have to add all of this stuff. You just kind of make it your own, whatever healthy things you want to add. It's just a base, and it's just to show you what I'm doing and what I'm adding, but you can totally customize it to your liking. But this is my giant list. Here are all of my ingredients. This is my pack that I made the other day of smoothie veggies. I'm not putting all of this in one smoothie. I just kind of pull out of it. But in here I have cucumber, carrots, celery, and kale. And when I made salad with kale leaves, I kept the stems and threw them in here because I can put those in the smoothie and it doesn't taste bad. So just to get all those nutrients in without wasting. And then romaine lettuce. And then this is a pack of stuff that I froze. I had a whole bunch of avocados that were ripe that needed to be used, and I just froze them in like eighths. And I have ginger in here. This is ginger. I showed you freezing the ginger and the avocado and the lemons in my last kitchen goings on video. So you can see that. And then I have my strawberries in here. So I have a whole lemon that I just took the seeds out. I quartered it or eighth'd it and took the seeds out and sliced off most of the yellow part, trying to keep the white part as much as possible because that's really healthy. I have about a cup of frozen strawberries, or like a big handful. I have a quarter of a avocado, a large avocado, and then I measure ginger in thumbs. So 2 thumb size pieces about of ginger. And then I have salt and my sweetener. I use erythritol and stevia. That's kind of how I've liked it. I am adding sweetener to this. If you can drink it without sweetener, more power to you. Maybe I'll get to that point. But the way I like to use sweeteners like stevia is a way to get foods into my diet that I wouldn't normally get. So if I'm able to drink an entire huge thing of smoothie by adding a few scoops of sweetener, I'm gonna do that. I try not to use sweetener if it's like just a dessert or like adding it to cream cheese and peanut butter to make a peanut butter cheesecake. I try not to do that very often, but if I can use sweetener to get in a whole bunch of veggies, then that's how I like to use it. Over here I have my supplements, and these are my supplements, oh, and this one too, that you don't have to add. This is just ways to get the supplements that I'm already taking in. Some of them, not all of them. Anything that tastes bad, I'm not going to put in there. But I've been taking myo-inositol. I throw in a teaspoon of that, and that's very sweet, so it actually makes it taste good. I have my multivitamin. I just throw in 3 of my multivitamins, and yes, this is a prenatal, but no, I'm not pregnant. But this is the multivitamin I'm taking. And this is a raw food one, and so I can throw it right in and it doesn't taste bad. It might not work well with a 1 a day or something. I'm taking vitamin C powder, and that gives it a nice tang to the smoothie. And then I've been taking this, and I don't really know exactly how to say this, eleutherio root powder. I think it's a root, but it is an adaptogenic herb, and it's good for energy. I learned about it from reading The Adrenal Thyroid Revolution by Aviva Romm. She has a whole list of adaptogenic herbs like ashwagandha and things like that, and this was the one that resonated with me, so I ordered that one. I've been taking a teaspoon of that in my smoothie. This is sunflower lecithin. It helps the fat emulsify in the smoothie so it doesn't separate, which is nice. I have been putting in my potato starch, which if you guys have watched my videos about resistant starch, you know about that. I've been adding a couple tablespoons of that into my smoothie. Half a teaspoon of glucomannan powder, also known as konjac root powder, for the blood sugar lowering effects, and it's just a great fiber to have. a tablespoon of chia seeds, a tablespoon of hemp hearts, and that's where I'm getting the fat, any fat in my smoothie, the avocado, and then these 2 seeds. That's how I get my fat in. I'm not adding any additional fat besides that. And then some psyllium husk for the fiber, and I've heard that taking psyllium husk with the potato starch helps both of them work better, so taking them together is a good idea. And then whey protein powder. I just put a little bit of this in, like a half a scoop, because I already have collagen in my coffee in the morning, and so I didn't need a ton more protein. And then you could add collagen to this, you can add anything to the smoothie, but I choose to add the whey protein because I already have had the collagen in my coffee in the morning. So all right, I'm just gonna start throwing everything in, and I will put measurements down in the description box below. General measurements, I don't always measure. I'm throwing in 1 cucumber. This was a smallish cucumber. If you have giant cucumbers, about that much, about a cup probably. And then I do about 1 carrot, some of the kale, I got some of the stems and some of the leaves, and then celery, about 1 stalk worth. And then romaine lettuce, I've been just doing a handful, something like that. Just gonna break it up and throw it in. And then I'm gonna put in all of my frozen stuff. So it's about a cup of strawberries, a whole lemon, and a quarter of a large avocado. It's really nice to put it in this pack like this. It's really easy just to throw in the morning. And I don't have to add as much ice since those are already frozen. Now I'm just gonna add a pinch of salt, and I'm just gonna start adding in all of these additions here. It takes a while, and actually I'm gonna make a mix of all this stuff at some point, and then I'll just be able to scoop out of 1 jar instead of I kind of wanted to perfect my recipe, and then I'll be able to make a mix of all this. I do just 1 teaspoon of the psyllium husk. I don't want my smoothie to be super thick. I like it to be nice and smooth. So just 1 teaspoon of the psyllium husk, a tablespoon of the hemp hearts, a tablespoon of chia seeds, 2 tablespoons of the potato starch. And if you haven't used potato starch before to get your resistant starch in, definitely don't start out with 2 tablespoons. You want to start out really slow. So add maybe half a teaspoon first and build up from there. And then half a teaspoon of the glucomannan powder, 1 teaspoon of the vitamin C powder, a half a teaspoon of the sunflower lecithin, which is totally optional, but it just helps keep the smoothie creamier and keep it from separating. And then this is just my supplement that I take, that I throw in there, the myo-inositol. Great for ovarian health and for blood sugar and all that. So I put in a teaspoon of that. Then I do a teaspoon of the erythritol root. And I will put links down below to any of these items that I can find on Amazon. So if you're interested in them, you can check those out. But of course, with anything like supplements, check with your doctor before you do anything. I am just showing you what I'm doing. I'm not making any recommendations whatsoever. And then I'm going to throw my multivitamin in there, and it just has gelatin capsules, and my Vitamix will just totally blend that up. So I just throw that right on top. Now the sweetener, you of course can add sweetener to taste, but I have found that I like either 2 donks of stevia, and that's the tiny little spoon, 32nd of a teaspoon, I believe. 2 of those plus 1 tablespoon of erythritol, or if you're using the THM sweet blend, I have my homemade sweet blend here. I do 1 tablespoon of sweet blend and 1 donk of stevia, but that's totally up to you, however sweet you like it. And I just figure make it as sweet as you need it to be in order to drink it and enjoy it, because if you don't, I know for me, if I don't enjoy it, I won't drink it. And this kind of thing, I just want to get into my diet every day. And maybe down the road I will work on reducing the sweetener, but right now I am just making it as sweet as I want it to be. All right, almost ready to blend. 3 more ingredients: water, ice, and whey protein. I put this in at the very end because the whey protein plus the glucomannan can make like a fluffing effect, which I don't really want. So I'm going to add this right at the end. I'm adding 2 cups of water, and I will add more if I need more to thin it down. And I'm adding like 1 to 2 cups of ice, about a cup and a half. And I'm just gonna get this all blended up. most appetizing color, but it actually tastes really good. And especially if you add enough sweetener, I think that's the key. So like I said, as much sweetener as it takes to get in, you know, my 5 cups of vegetables in the morning. Plus it has about almost half of my water for the day, like about 4 cups of water. So if I get this in the morning, I'm getting a lot of good things, and I don't mind adding the sweetener to that. So this makes more than a quart worth, so this is a ton of smoothie, and I will be drinking it like all morning long, which is kind of nice because I usually, if I eat breakfast early, I'll get hungry again around like 11. So if I have this all morning, then I'm usually good till lunch. And Renee has been enjoying this with me as well, so she'll come over and have a few sips. So that is it for my green smoothie that I've been having in the morning, and thanks to my mom for the inspiration. I probably wouldn't have attempted it if she hadn't inspired me to do it, but she's been doing it and having some great results. I'm feeling really good doing it, so I decided to take the plunge. I do think that doing the juice journey cleanse that I did a couple months ago really changed my palate as far as vegetables go. So if you try this and you just can't stand the vegetables, there is something there. It is possible to change your taste buds. So would recommend, don't give up if you don't like it at first. Over time, I think your body will recognize that it's good stuff, and it will start to enjoy it more than when you first start. So that is it for me. Thanks for coming along. Let me know how you like your smoothies in the morning, if you do a morning smoothie. If there are any other add-ins that you put in, anything like that, let me know. I will put links down below to any of the ingredients that I can find on Amazon, and I will also put the measurements or basic measurements in the description box below. Hope you guys are doing great. I will talk to you again soon. Bye, guys. Renee, did you want your smoothie?
Yes.
Come here. What do you say?
Thank you.
You're welcome. Is it so tasty?
Smoothie.
What? Are you going to have O's in smoothie?
Yes.
That sounds like a good idea. That looks like a balanced breakfast to me. Don't you think? Is that a balanced breakfast?
No.
No? What do you need?
Smoothie.
Okay, have a sip. You like it?
Yes.
Oh, good.